Welcome to All Things Podcast. Today, we want to talk about the constitutional court ruling that a man can now take his wife surname. But before we do that, please subscribe to the channel. And want to thank all our subscribers, and we are now at 261. We wish to reach a million. I mean, not a million. Ha ha ha. We wish to reach 1,000 before the end of the year. So help us by subscribing to the channel to reach 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Not a million. Yes, we do want to have million subscribers, but not now. That is too too much. We're taking it too high now. But help us reach 1,000, and then when we have 1,000, reach 100,000, and then until we get to a million. So the Constitutional Court ruled that a man can now take his wife's surname. And I'm told that there was a lady who was an orphan. Her parents died, and she had no brother, no sister. She was just an orphan, and then took the matter to the Constitutional Court that my husband wants to take my surname because I want to preserve my surname. I have no brother, I have no father, I have no uncle, I have no one. And should I marry my husband and take his surname, then my surname will disappear. So, in order to preserve my surname, my husband must take my surname. And the matter lands in the Constitutional Court. And the Constitutional Court now comes back and said, it is not fair for a man not to be able to take the wife's surname. I'm like, am I in Africa? Am I in South Africa? I'm like, what were these judges thinking? Okay, forget the judges. I mean, I've been listening and watching a lot of African men, a lot of South African men. They say that what the Constitutional Court has done is simply to allow foreign males to assume citizenship and not to be known whether they are foreigners or not foreigners. Because this thing does not benefit a South African male. This will benefit foreigners, like somebody from Mozambique. He can be John, whatever surname they use there. But now, if he marries a South African woman who is Mkwanazi, then that Mozambican man can have a Mkwanazi surname, and you will never know that this is a foreigner or not a foreigner. So it is no benefit to a South African male. South African male, you are under attack because this change won't benefit you, but this change will benefit a lot of foreigners. Male foreigners will benefit because they will marry our sisters and become South African, and they've got a South African surname. So this is to neutralize our tradition, to neutralize our culture, who we are. Really, how do I trace my family? I'm Mzilankata. How do I trace Amazilankata Mashe when I take the surname of my wife? How do I do that? How do I do that? I'm now no longer Mzil. I'm now a Shange. And I've taken my wife's surname. I'm now a Shange. I mean, my children, they become Shange. How do we move? Will my children become Shange? And my child is going to marry somebody who took their wife's surname, Butelezi. So my children, they are Shenge, and they're married by Butelezi. And you know, that line is gone. That line is gone. Our roots, our history gone, our history taken. So I think this ruling, I will say Umsangano. This ruling, it's a Umsangano ruling. This ruling is bad. This ruling is bad for South Africans. This ruling is good for foreigners. Foreigners will love that. Imagine you are from Nigeria, or you are from Congo, or you are from any African country, and then you marry a South African lady, and then you have a privilege to take the same name of this South African lady. You become South African. Nobody will know. Nobody will know that you're not South African. And you know the discrimination that we have in South Africa. If you can have privileges for me, I mean, by being part of a certain tribe. We know that if you are Zulu and you want to work in the media space, it will be easy for you if you are Zulu. I mean, because AmaZulu aphethe ku-media. AmaZulu aphethe ku-media, guys. That's why majority of the stories, whatever you watch on television, it's Zulu. AmaZulu aphethe. So you have such privileges. So, but now because we don't know whether you're from Nigeria. So if you are from Nigeria and you are Okoko Mokoko, you understand? But now you're no longer Okoko Mokoko. You're Okoko Mkwanazi, Okoko Buthelezi, Okoko Nyambos, Okoko. The surnames are running away. You understand? Okoko Mpongos. You are now Mpongos. You are now Stole. You are now Mbata. You understand? This guy from Nigeria is now having a South African surname. When they come to us, we don't know whether you have that surname by marriage or by what. We will not know because I wouldn't go around telling you that. Well, my real surname is Obos Janzi. I am Mube by marriage. I wouldn't tell you that. I'll keep it to myself. So what we're saying is that this Concord ruling, it is bad for South Africans. Guys, South African males, this is another agenda of wiping us. They've tried, they've realized that South Africans, they love their history, they love their culture, they love their genealogy. I mean, because our clan praises, those are our genealogy. We can tell you that I'm from this one, of this one, of this one. So they want to wipe all clan praises. From this time, Itagazelo gone. From this time, clan praises gone. Because now, what do I say? I'm now called by my wife's name. Do I take her clan praises and Tati Itagazelo Zaki? I mean, now that I'm in Mbata, do I now go by the clan praises of Mbata, or do I still maintain my clan praises? This ruling is umsangano. Wow! Those of you who are happy about this ruling and you are willing to take your wife's surname, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody has a right in this country, a right to do whatever that you want to do. Others can see it as nonsense. Others can see it as a bad thing. But if you love it, if you want it, it's okay. Do it. Not a problem. We're not going to kill you. We're not going to stone you for choosing to use your wife's surname. It's not a problem. In fact, there was a story, I think it was generations, where a guy named Tao Tao something. I think he changed his name to Morocco because the Carabo Morocco, something like that. So what you were watching on television now, they want you to implement. So this is how the system works. They will feed you this information on television and then bring it to you. And you're like, oh, it's what happened there. And they've already neutralized your thinking. They've already neutralized your standing on some of the things. You understand? I'm told that there was these FBI agents, if not CIA agents, who found a man on the street. There were 17 of them. They found a man on the street and say, "Come, follow us." And then the man became the 18th. And then they went into a room, and then there was a triangle. There was a triangle, and then in front of them, and then the man standing in front of these 17 FBI agents and this individual who was found on the street. Now, the man in that room asked all of them and say, "Hey, you guys, what shape is that on the wall?" And then the agents, the FBI, the CIA agent said, "It's a square." Remember, it was a triangle. And this man looked at it and said, "But it's a triangle." And then the FBI agents, all of them said it's a square. One after the other, it's a square. One after the other, it's a square. It's a square. It's a square. It's a square. And this man who was just found on the street, when he looked at that, he saw a triangle. And when the man asked him, "Sir, what shape is that?" You know what he said? He said, "It's a square." He said it's a square. You know why he said it's a square? He paused a little bit, and then as he was pausing, he said, "Am I crazy? Am I the only one who see a triangle? Am I the only one who sees a triangle? why all these people said it's a square, it means something is wrong with me. I cannot be the only one who think that's a triangle. And he went against his conscience, knowing and seeing very well that that's a triangle. He said it's a square. You know why? Because he did not want to be singular. He did not want to be different from all the opinions of these people here who said it was a square, whilst it was a triangle. So this is what they do. They will feed you this nonsense in media and then bring it to you live. Live. Well, some South Africans are happy, but I can tell you, those who love their culture, those who love their, well, I agree, some cultures have some evil things and some bad things. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about itagazeluzethu. I'm talking about our clan praises. We love them as South Africans. We love siyathanda ukuyibongela, siyayithanda le nto. It's part of us, it's us. But uzoyibongela kanjani manje uthatha ifani kankosikazi wakho, manje uthatha isibongo kankosikazi wakho. You are no longer a Mazubuko, you are a something else. You are a Hlachwayo, you are something else. I mean, really, what's going on here? Ukacheni manje. Angisawuyena uMazubuko manje, ukacheni. Hey, Mr. Kacheni. I'm like, yeah. Uvume nawe really? No, I don't know. But that's the ruling by the Constitutional Court. So a lot of people, a lot of groups, some political parties are against it. I still wait, or I haven't seen what these other loud political parties have said about it. But some political parties like UAT came out rejecting it as nonsense. Well, is it nonsense? Or is something that you say it's good? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think men should take their wives' surnames? Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.